Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Chelsea Unfiltered Show. I am your host, Marshalldbdx, and next to me is my co-host, Andrew. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, all good, man. Preparing for this heat wave. You know, it's going to happen the next 2 days. So.
Oh, yeah. Even here in the States, man, it's getting hot.
Every country's going heat wave. That's just our normal Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, in the States, it does get pretty warm. Even yesterday, the boys had to play in Las Vegas. And Las Vegas is, let me tell you, it is hot out there. I haven't been, but for the most part, for those who do not know or aren't familiar with the United States, various parts of the United States have different biomes. And Las Vegas, Nevada in general, is mostly a desert. And most people go to Las Vegas to gamble away and do events. But yeah, they were pretty much in the desert. They were saying even with because the Allianz Arena, which is the stadium they played at. Allianz Arena? No. Is it Allianz Arena where Bayern play? Look, the place they play, they have a retractable roof, and they were saying even with the roof retracted and the AC blasting, it was still so humid in there. But yeah, ladies and gents, you already know what to do if you're here early. By the way, shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to everyone who already smashed the like button. Make sure you smash that like button. It does help the channel grow. We've been getting better and better at it. I love to see it. Hopefully by the end of the stream we hit 50 likes. That's the goal for today. And make sure you guys check out the links in the description. We have a Discord on there where we were actually hanging out in the Discord. Some of you may or may not be here, but we were hanging out in the Discord, watching the game together. It was a fun time, great commentary. I actually did a watch along on my channel and on Twitch, because usually Saturdays is when I do my streams. So I figured, hey, let's just do two things at once. Why not? Knock two birds out with one stone. Winter Surfer's Twitter's on there. My links are on there. My channel is on there. Check it out. And leave a comment. If you're watching this in the future, let us know about anything you want to talk about. Super chat option is available. And subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, because 50% of you guys watching aren't subscribed. And it's okay. But you should be. You'll enjoy the content, I promise you. But let's just get right into it. Boys and girls, for those of you who didn't have to deal with the time difference, and for those of you who are degenerates like me and Andrew, stayed up for it. You stayed up for the game and got to watch the game. It was a fun game. I'm not gonna lie. There were some standouts, I have to say, that I was very impressed with. Tuchel, I think a lot of people saw that lineup, Andrew, and just went back to sleep. But Tuchel definitely at halftime completely rotated the side. There was a complete different 11 at halftime, and it was just nice to see people play. I mean, Andrew, I'll let you start off, because you know you weren't able to watch the game, you told me, but you did see a decent amount of highlights, I believe. Let me know what you thought about it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to watch any preseason, only if I'm up.
Well, just because it's so late.
Even yes, it was a bit of a stretch for me. I was traveling a lot, just yeah. But yeah, it was what it was. I always at pre just getting players fit. You know, if we win, we win. It doesn't really bother me. It was a good chance to see players in a Chelsea set for first time. Connor Gallagher really stood out.
Yeah.
I just hope he's got a lot of patience, because you'll probably see a lot of assists go awry this season with Kai Havertz and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he impressed me. Thought was good. Yeah, I thought Ampadu played well. But it is what it is. It was a get the pre-season off this done, and you know we won. So it was a great goal by Mount, by the way.
Oh, what a fantastic goal!
Werner finish on the second attempt in front of goal. Quite good. The pass was just what Liverpool fans wanted, even though I think it's more Kepa's fault than actually Reece. But although the commentary said it was Aspilicueta, which I went, dude, yeah, try and get it. You know, I mean, it's Reece James that hit the own goal. Do you know?
Yeah,
So,
it did look like Aspie because of the camera work. I was like, what's going on? Yeah. Aspie scored an own goal. And for those of you who do not know, Andrew's bringing up Liverpool fans just because Darwin Núñez had quite a howler in his premiere.
Yeah.
Quite a few howlers.
Yeah. But it is what it was to me. It's nothing really, for me, it's only me. I'm not good at it. It's just see them get the I like the new kit starting to
they grew on you, right? They look so nice when you see the players actually wear it.
Yeah, I don't think fans should judge kits unless not so much the models or fat slobs like most of us are.
Got the proper beer belly.
Yeah, it's good. We move on to Charlotte now. Charlotte, is it? Yeah, Charlotte.
I think so. Either Charlotte, and I think they end on Florida.
Am I lagging? Can you hear me? Lagging.
I can hear you fine. I don't know if you're lagging. It's just your mic in the beginning of streams. Your mic just, it takes some time to adjust, and then it fixes itself. But overall, I agree with basically everything Andrew said. Watching the game, what's going on, everyone? Eden Azar in the chat, as well as Nick Blue. But yeah, pretty much overall the game, that starting lineup, I was excited to see Connor start. One Football had the lineup in the most weird way. They were showing Kennedy was going to play as left wing, and I was like, what's going on here? Kennedy actually looked decent as well. Of course, take everything with a grain of salt, like you said, mostly because this is just preseason and it's Club America. Club America is a Mexican team, for those of you who do not know, here in the States, that they're pretty established. They're like, I guess what you would call like the Man United of the American League, the MLS. I think they're in the MLS. If they're not in the MLS, they're in the Mexican League. But yeah, they they're not overall like a Palmeiras style team, like of that quality, but they're still decent. And apparently they were already in season. MLS is going on right now. And we played a decent game. We probably should have scored more. Like you had said, Gallagher put it on a silver platter for Havertz, but it was nice to see Gallagher
he did
let go of the ball sooner than what we're used to with like Pulisic or like Mason last season. Mason, actually, look, everyone who's been here for a while knows my position on Mason, and even Andrew's position. We're very grounded when it comes to Mason. We understand he's still a youngster. He's gonna. There's learning curves to this. There's gonna be hiccups on the road, but overall, there's talent in this player. He's not KDB now, but maybe in the future he could be. He could be a good midfielder, a good cam. He played as a number 8 last night, looked a lot more comfortable, and that goal was fantastic. Short wind up. He had said in the interview he was trying to kick it originally. That first attempt was his effort, but he saw the defender come in, and he was smart enough to think quickly and move the ball to the side and then try again, and it was a fantastic goal. He was making good passes overall. Jorginho, coming to this season, I didn't really expect much from Jorginho. I just respect Jorginho for what he is and what he does for the team. But man, seeing him play last night, I was like, wow, I really like Jorginho. He's becoming one of my favorite players in this team.
Don't say that too loud. Even try to find you over there.
I'm thinking maybe he might be becoming one of my favorite players in the team because people just don't like him, and I have a tendency to like the players I have to defend. So Ziyech and Jorginho, But Ziyech, speaking of Ziyech looked decent as well. Tracking back, doing all that. Alonso looked decent. I guess the players that looked the poorest were the Deadwood players. Andrew, I forgot Barkley was even on the pitch half the time. He played the second half, right? Maybe.
Did he start?
No. See, I can't even remember if he started or he came on in the second half. But he was so poor. He was absent, completely absent. Michi.
Hudson-Odoi didn't do anything, so I didn't see anything on the highlights.
Yeah, Hudson-Odoi, again, with Hudson-Odoi, I give him some slack because he's coming back from an injury. Same thing with Chilwell, guys. Like, Chilwell, for those of you who didn't watch the game, Chilwell, he looked good, but he didn't look like, you know, he's at the pace of the game yet. He needs some time to recover, get used to getting some, some meters under his legs, and just get back into the swing of things, right? But him and Callum, they were okay. Callum, I think, is the same. It's the same complaint. It doesn't really take on his man too often, or often enough, which. Again, I'll see what happens later on in the season if he improves on that. But, you know, they were all right. Like I said, the Gallagher in the first half was really a standout. I like that he was looking forward and very attack-minded. Also doing great interceptions. Really giving the midfield for America a good run for their money, giving them some headaches. Thiago Silva looked great. Malang Sarr even looked decent. But onto the second half, they completely switched the 11. We didn't see everyone, so Kova didn't play, Gilmore didn't play, Broja didn't play, which is, it's fine. I mean, they're probably going to play the next fixture. But no Raheem Sterling, no Koulibaly, no Mendy either. But yeah, even in the second half, Reece came on. Silly own goal. I'm not really sure how that ended up really happening. It was kind of confusing. It felt like Bettinelli could have probably stopped it, but I guess he was going in the other.
Kepa, so I apologize.
Yeah, Kepa was in the first half. Bettinelli came on in the second, and there was a shot that someone took. Oh, Ziyech in the first half too, giving it to Thiago, and Thiago having a brilliant header, and the goalkeeper just brilliantly keep saving it. It was actually impressive. Actually, Chris can tell us, was the goalkeeper, did the goalkeeper for America make a good save based on the highlights he saw, the Thiago header, or was he pulling a Ramsdale? But second half, Ampadu. And I never thought I would say this because I don't really rate Ampadu that much, and I also never cared to watch him at Leipzig or Venezia or wherever he played, Sheffield. But Ampadu was really impressive. So Tuchel played him at the middle of the center back at Silva's position, and just the calm and composure he had on the ball. For the kid this age, with the experience he has now with all the loans, it was like a different player. It was actually really impressive. And the ball distribution, even at times, I don't know if he learned this on his loan in Italy, even at times maintaining possession, like Jorginho style maintaining possession, dribbling through players and stuff. I was actually really impressed. And I don't know if you had high expectations like this, Andrew, but I definitely didn't for Ampadu. And it's making me reconsider the signings and stuff that we're linked with.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because Ampadu, I don't know if he's going to stay. So it's really high, good expectations of him. You know, we've always heard from Real when he plays for Wales. You know, he doesn't really stand out, as Real Chris has told us. He did well. He played one of the centre back roles, I believe. What I read.
Yep.
Likes. He offers flexibility. He offers, diversity. In either defence or defensive midfield, or one of the pivot. So I think I've got to midfield and just say one of the pivot from now on instead of saying that, because defensive midfield from back three I'm not. So I'll say one of the pivot.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully he gets his chance. You know, he might
I hope he
get his
does
chance
too.
because he's so flexible.
He got the treatment that Andreas basically got when Thiago got hurt. Tuchel trusted Andreas to go into the middle slot of the center of the three, and he slotted right in and he looked comfortable. Like I always thought Ampadu was one of those players that maybe, I mean, this is me basing it off of Ampadu at Sheffield, which is not the Ampadu I'm seeing anymore. Ampadu at Sheffield probably would have taken that role and would have been a little nervous about it at times, but he looked so calm and composed and in control, even commanding players up and down a little bit, being a little bit of a leadership role as well.
Yeah,
It was really impressive. I can't deny it, and like you said, I hope he does get his chance. I hope he gives Tuchel a little bit of a headache. I think he deserves a chance, and we'll see. I was really impressed, and this is coming from someone who had zero expectations for Ampadu, zero. And yeah, what's up?
What? I just think he offers something to Tuchel, and Tuchel likes that, as we've seen. It will total to. I've got to say, I don't know what Tuchel likes, but like having, you know, players that are okay playing in different positions. And that's why maybe you're not hearing a lot of midfield to that, because he's got Gilmore back, he's got Gallagher back, and he's got Ampadu backfield. So it's one of those things. He should take his chance, like all of them should. So, yeah, good luck to him, man. Hope he does well these days.
Yeah, and you know what the other thing is about Ampadu that I really am enjoying, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that I haven't heard the interview myself, but when he was asked about, I guess his situation at Chelsea, he was enthusiastic about it, people. He was enthusiastic about it. He said pretty much that he'll play whatever position is needed for the club. He'll do whatever the manager needs. And that's the mentality that I like. That's the mentality that I want to see in this club. That's the mentality that I feel like is lacking with a few players that we will discuss later in the show. But that's the mentality you need to be in the team. That's the mentality you need to succeed in any club, really. But it was good to see Ampadu do that. Timo and Pulisic, for me, honestly, typical for me is a typical Timo performance. He scored. It was a little bit of a janky goal. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I think
typical Timo performance was a goal. So.
It's a Timo goal, and it was funny because I think it hit Michi, and then it came back, and then Timo was able to put it away.
I think it hit one of the defenders on the line, and then
Michi was just watching, man.
They look like up front, just running around, just trying to not like one of those old cartoons where they didn't. And then they
were being nuisances, though. Both, Michi not so much, but Timo was definitely being a nuisance, and he was. I did enjoy seeing the movement Timo brought, but that's something we expect with Timo already. It wasn't anything crazy. Yeah, exactly. Whether he improves or not, we'll see.
I've resigned myself if he's staying, because no one's going to be bothered to buy him. So.
Yeah, and also the market is so dry when it comes to strikers and attackers, which we'll get into that one, boys. We have quite a bit to look forward to in that department. But Pulisic, actually, I think with Pulisic, I was impressed with his overall energy level. I think he's excited to be playing in the U.S. He's excited to show what he has. He feels at home, and he looked decent. I can't complain. I mean, I don't think he made too many chances, but he definitely, his dribbling ability looked good. His ball control looked good. Still needs to work on when to let go of the ball.
Fascinating to watch, because obviously he likes to play on the left. We're told. We're told he likes to play. I mean, so I don't know if he plays off the left or USA, but with Sterling going to be, you would assume would be the number one on the left, no matter what. So I hope he does well, because I want to say, I'm starting to believe that first post was an aberration. You know what I mean? because we've not seen that guy since. As well, man. You know, new blog highlights, maybe that would help. So that's all good.
Oh yeah. The new look that might help him a little bit. give him a fresh start. Call me Chris. I'm not Christian anymore. New look, but yeah, he looked decent. I think. But like I said, my one complaint was, again, you need to pick up your head, Christian. If you picked up your head earlier, maybe you would have seen Michy sooner. He wouldn't have been offside, and maybe in an alternative universe with the butterfly effect in full effect, maybe Michy would have actually scored that offside goal instead of whatever he did, which is miss it completely. But it is what it is. Mason was good. He had a good Mason Mount performance. And overall, the game was a fun game. It was fun to watch it with the boys again over at the Discord, and yeah, just overall get to watch the game. So if you guys do want to be a part of that, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in the description, and come hang out with us and watch the games with us. We watch it all on one stream, so no one's out of sync or none of the syncing up the time, none of that stuff. That's the old school way of doing. Andrew is gonna come back. He's fixing up his mic issues. It was working fine before, but I don't know what happened. Let's go over to this screen right here. But yeah, I want to move on to the next topic. Before I do, I want to read what you guys are saying. Nick, hopefully Brozier stays. Yeah, I agree. I hope Brozier stays. Michy assisted. It wasn't really an assist. The ball bounced off of Michy and just happened to come back to Werner. Nick again. Ampadu deserves a chance because he's been sent on loan 4 times and never complains about anything. He's a great young player and can play midfield and the back. Yeah, I agree. Like I said earlier, with Ampadu, what impressed me the most about Ethan Ampadu yesterday was the composure he had at the back. He almost had Thiago Silva's mind, but in Ethan Ampadu's body. That's the energy and the vibe he gave off, and I was really impressed with that, considering he's a youngster. It's not very often he plays at Chelsea, and when he has played at Chelsea in the preseason games, it's always been from a pivot role, not really a center back, in the middle of the center back of all spots too. It was really impressive, and he had good passing ranges as well. I was impressed with what I saw, guys. So we'll see what happens at Ampadu. We'll see what happens with Brozier. We'll see what happens with Gallagher. Hopefully, the 3 of those, in my opinion, stay. Brozier more so than anyone because of our striker situation right now. And Andrew is back. Hopefully, the mic's not giving you too many issues.
I don't know. First time.
No, you sound good so far.
The last couple of weeks. Let me know.
Yeah. A little lag, but I mean, I can hear you clearly, so we're good. Anyways, I wanted to move on to the recent transfer news that you guys probably want to know about. So let's go ahead and start off with this one. This one happened, I think, Thursday, the day after our stream, and I don't know. We'll share thoughts about it. Let me read David Ornstein's tweet right here. Nathan Ake staying at Manchester City. Chelsea showed a strong interest, but Manchester City would only sell if the valuation was met, which I believe their valuation was, what, £50 million, probably. That hasn't happened, and mutual decision taken for 27-year-old Dutch defender to remain and play a key part in Pep Guardiola's plans. So, that being said, I guess, look, personally, me, Andrew, I'm not that upset about this. He was never really my first choice. I just supported it considering Tuchel wanted him. Tuchel saw something in him. Maybe he's the versatile player that he's looking for. He's not a bad defender by any means. He's not my top choice. My top choice being Kimpembe. And we have Koulibaly in as well. But I guess it is unfortunate it didn't work out, but also it works out for Colwell and on Colwell as well. While I'm here, I might as well share this as well. We'll bang these two out in one shot. Fabrizio Romano coming out. This happened about an hour ago. Levi Colwill and his camp. Is that how you spell Levi? Really? Lewi? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, all right. English language is not easy. Anyways, Levi Colwill and his camp exploring options with many proposals on the table as reported 3 days ago. The plan has not changed. He could leave Chelsea in case two center backs arrive after Koulibaly as expected. Chelsea's still working on Kimpembe and Kounde. Okay. So I don't know what to make this really. I feel that I want to believe that Colwell wants to stay, but he just wants clarity on what's going to happen with his future. But even if we bring one defender in, which I think is going to be the case, I don't think we're going to get Kounde and Kimpembe. I think we're going to get either or, which we'll discuss. I really think this kid should just stay and fight for his place. Do what Chalobah's doing. I don't. I mean, and even if he doesn't want to stay, like we had mentioned last week, alone, you know, the Ake deal didn't work out, and that's okay. Ake wasn't my top pick for the center back position, but regardless, even if we got Kounde or Kimpembe, I feel like Colwell could really benefit from learning from these defenders that are so well respected in their positions, you know?
Yeah. It's one of those things. I don't know. I can see both sides, so I'm going to go from both sides.
Yeah, of course.
He's signed a first year. He did sign a 5-year contract last season. I don't understand where he gets in this current climate, and with this Chelsea team, where he gets come from the stories that, you know, of him wanting to leave or wanting like minutes or wanting like guarantees or anything. I don't know how he can do that at this club. I played for Huddersfield. Yeah. That's it. He's not been in the Premier League for 2 years. Gallagher situation where he's come back. He's been Palace's player of the year. He's played great. He's come back.
And also, Andrew, what blows my mind too is it's his first loan.
Yeah. His first meaningful loan.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand. And then from his side, if he wants to go out, fine. He's 19, loan to Premier League. I wouldn't, because if you think he does well, Thiago Silva's going to be 39. We don't know if he's got anymore. Koulibaly's going to be 32, going on 33. Like that. Chalobah's going to be on for his third season. We don't know. I think he's going to go to Barcelona. So I presume we're going to get Kimpembe. Kimpembe's going to be like. So there might be an opportunity in a year's time to grab a place in the squad. Or why don't you just look what Chalobah did and just say, I'm going to smash it in the pre-season and make the boss pick me. Don't need to sign another defender. Just it's Kounde or Kimpembe, not both. So I can see it from both sides. I mean, I'm not fussed whether he stays or goes, and you sell him and you think he's going to do well, then put a buyback clause on him.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
And I think most people in the chat are saying the same thing. Like, he should stay. There's no need to be selling him. He should just go do another loan. And that's where my question comes in, exactly what you said. I don't know where he gets the I guess the bullocks, we'll call it that for lack of a better term, to come and ask for regular playtime under Chelsea when he's only done one loan in Championship. No disrespect to the Championship, it's a tough league, but it's not the Premier League either. Many Championship teams have come and gone as a result of how high of a standard the Premier League holds itself at, and the teams that are in it. So I think, look at Gallagher, look at how it's, and I get it, like someone said earlier, I think it was Pice actually, that has said this in a tweet, that these players, you know, they don't they're humans, and they don't necessarily want to be loaned out every year to be with a manager for a year and then not see them again, and just not get too comfortable in one team and such. But at the end of the day, what they should be looking at is their growth as players, their growth as squad players. We see just yesterday alone, and I know it's Club America. It's not like an Arsenal or United, right? That's a different standard of playing football. But even just yesterday, I saw the growth in Gallagher and Ethan Ampadu, and you saw how those loans have really benefited them and almost skyrocketed their careers. I don't see why it would be any different for Colwell. I really don't. So I agree. He really and yeah, Hassan, I did see that thread. I didn't feel like dwelling too much on Colwell because there are other things we've got to talk about. But
yeah, this fake outrage again from this fan base.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
You
It's
were
like
all gassing up Chalobah last season.
yeah,
You were all gassing him in pre-season. You thought you really wanted Chalobah to be fit. You weren't crying out for defenders to come in. yeah.
Gahey too. I
Gahey
mean,
too.
that's another one that
He
was
was so outraged that Gahey left. Sure.
yeah, and no one's really talking about it now. I mean, no one's really talking about Livramento now. People are still dwelling on Tomori, but I mean, that's another one that like I could agree and disagree. It goes either or. But right now, I feel like there are players in our current squad that you should be getting upset about if they don't play, or if they get sold. And one of those is, you could argue, Broja. You could argue what's going to happen with Gallagher and Gilmore. You know, these are players that have already played at the highest level. They're maybe ready for, rotation time.
The
But
difference
no
is,
one talks about them.
Difference is, I can understand Colwell's one because there seems to be a lot of competition, right? We don't know whether we're going 3 at the back or 4 at the back. It looks like he's going to stick with 3 at the back at the start. But Broja's the one for me, if true, about him wanting minutes. He should be looking at this attack going, apart from Sterling, all you MFers are rubbish. Even you, Kai, have not been putting up trees last year or so. I'm gonna absolutely grab it by the balls and make the manager pick me. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be Broja going, this competition? No way. This ain't competition. I'm gonna smash you to pieces. That's what I would be doing if I was Broja.
Especially,
he is. We don't know.
And especially since we're not even linked with strikers anymore. Like, it's looking very grim. Lewandowski went to Barcelona just yesterday. You know, it's like, Broja, this is going to be your chance to really prove Tuchel that you're here to stay. And like you said, just yesterday, we saw Kai Havertz. Look, as much as I love Kai Havertz, and he makes brilliant runs and puts himself in dangerous situations and does so well, the finishing is not there. And it's so disappointing.
It's finishing. Listen, it's finishing. There's no medium. It's either sublime, like the takedown against Newcastle, or it's just the feebleness or off target like yesterday and against Burnley and shit like that. I mean, all you guys playing with Kai Havertz, I know you're not watching this. I'm just, if I was them thinking, if I had an assist clause in my contract, I'm hardly going to get a bonus for that this season. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's a damn shame, but I mean, yeah, you're right. It's annoying. I mean, I'm hopeful that will come in time for Havertz, but like we're saying with Broja, you're seeing this man. I think you should grab the bull by its horns and see, like, I have this position. It's definitely mine.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
There's no.
And even last season, he was impressive.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say Sterling's not going to be his competition. Sterling's going to play one of the wide positions.
Yeah.
I'd say it's that central position. If Kai is my only competition, people might say, "Oh, what about Werner?" Werner's not competition. But, I would be smashing it, going, I'm more physical than Kai. I'm more aggressive than Kai. I don't know about his heading. Kai's heading might be better. I think I'm a better finisher. I think he's a better finisher than Kai, from what I've seen. I know he scored 6 league goals, but that was for Southampton, remember? So,
how many chances does Southampton create?
Exactly, and he was overplayed, so that's why he tailed off. But I would be going, this is not competition. I'm going to destroy this place.
No, I 100% agree, and I hope that's what happens. I hope Thursday they're playing. Who are they playing? I don't even know who they're playing
Charlotte?
next.
Is it Charlotte FC?
I guess. I don't know. Charlotte has a team now.
They're definitely in Charlotte. So pause.
Yeah, they're in North Carolina or something. Not Charlotte Strong. Not
Yeah.
Actually, I'm checking it right now. Yeah. There's a team. I look. There's so many new MLS teams every year. I can't keep track anymore. But it's actually Wednesday, the day of our stream. Funny enough.
It's your Wednesday / my Thursday.
Wednesday 7:30. Yeah, / your Thursday.
Yeah,
so yes. Yeah. So a few hours after the stream, I'll be on Discord watching the Chelsea game if you guys want to join us there. So yeah, that'll be fun.
I don't expect to see Koulibaly play against Charlotte.
You don't think so by Wednesday, or Sterling at least?
Sterling maybe, but from the bench I think. Because remember, these guys, Sterling I know is at least 2 weeks behind in training. He's only been training them for about a week.
You're right. Right.
I don't know if Koulibaly's been at pre-season at Napoli. Someone has to remind me in the chat. But, we'll see. I can see Koulibaly maybe making the bench, but probably making the bench against Arsenal and then playing against Udinese in the final pre-season game. So, but, should be exciting again. He'll rotate
I
again.
forgot Udinese is another team we added to the schedule. Forgot about that.
Yeah, 29th, I think it is. So.
We'll see, man. It's I don't know anything about the Charlotte team. It's probably going to be a walk in the park. I mean,
this will be a different type of. This will be an open air stadium. It's the Charlotte. If it's the NFL one, it'll be the Panthers one, right? So I think that's an open air stadium. I don't know why I'm asking you. I know you're, but you don't.
It's okay. Everyone, because they think I'm American, they think I keep up with all the American sports.
Yeah.
No. It's just not how it works. I like football and I like MMA. I don't watch baseball anymore. I don't like sports. I like me my football and I like me my MMA. But all right. Speaking on football and sports, I guess this is a hot topic that's been showing up lately. And I'm excited for it. I'm all for it. Listen, if we could get both, that'd be great. But I think, and this isn't my idea, Eunice proposed it. I think what's going to happen is we're going to go for either one or the other. Since Koulibaly can play right and left as center back, if we get Kimpembe, Koulibaly to the right. If we get Kounde, Koulibaly to the left. I really think it's going to be either or. But let's read this tweet with Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain are in direct talks for Presnel Kimpembe deal. Initial request around 60 to 65 million euros, but Chelsea are prepared to submit a 45 to 50 million euro proposal. Work in progress. PSG consider Kimpembe part of the project, but he can leave in case of good proposal. And then we have over here Ben Jacobs with. I love the way Ben Jacobs describes all these news and headlines. So, Chelsea will have more Presnel Kimpembe and Jules Kounde talks next week. Personal terms not a guarantee with Kimpembe, who is settled in Paris. Galtier, I think that's their manager, right? Has told Kimpembe it's his decision even if a fee is agreed. CFC currently view PSG's £50 million price tag too high. Big week ahead of negotiations for Chelsea to understand whether Kimpembe can be got at close to market value and realistic chance of deal. Told Kimpembe is intrigued by Chelsea move, more so than Juve, but Galtier has made it clear he's not a surplus to requirement at PSG. Jules Kounde transfer of all depends on Sevilla, who are hoping for a bidding war. Chelsea have actually never walked away, but also reluctant to pay the £65 million release clause or close. Barcelona and others circling too. Chelsea's last trip to Sevilla didn't provide a breakthrough. And then last but not least, Kounde's camp frustrated his future is still unclear and want it resolved before the month is out. Thomas Tuchel does really want Kounde, but it's arguably a more complicated negotiation now than when the window opened due to increased interest. Further clarity expected this week. Look, with the Kounde deal, I think it's more on Sevilla than it is on Chelsea. I know we were just on Gem's stream and we were discussing, he was discussing with Pice about how Kounde may feel about this whole thing. And I have to disagree with Pice. I really think, if anything, Kounde does want Chelsea. He does want the Chelsea move. We saw how he kind of reacted when it didn't happen. And he, of all people, should know that Sevilla were trying to sneak one under our noses with a little bit of a price rise last minute. And that probably, rubbed him the wrong way. So I think he does want the Chelsea move, and it's a matter of Sevilla just cooperating with us. But they might not, because Barcelona have the money. Let's just be honest. I don't know. I don't remember where I read it, but what I heard is that the plan for Barcelona is to put all their money into signings and big name players and build a really good squad in hopes that by winning more competitions, they'll be able to pay back all the debt that they owe and restore Barcelona to its former glory, which, look, that is a plan. That's what I thought they were going to go for. It's really risky. We'll see what happens. But they could go for Kounde if they really wanted to. As for Kimpembe, he's my choice. I really don't think we're going to go for both. I really think it's going to be one or the other, because now we have Koulibaly, who's flexible in the center back position in the 3. But I think Kimpembe is probably going to happen if we do some add-ons to that. We're not too far for the evaluation that PSG want, so we could negotiate something. And I think Kimpembe is more likely to happen than Kounde. In an ideal world, I want both, but I don't know, Andrew. What do you think?
I'm leaning to your way of thinking on the terms of that. I don't think we will sign both. Reason for Kounde is I stopped disbelieving how Barcelona can pay for things now. I just I think the reports are that they got a second lever probably happening sometime this week.
Mm-hmm.
Depends how they want to spend the money. Do they want Kounde? Do they want to go after Bernardo Silva? They still got to pay. They still got to pay people first. But I think if they match the money to the wants, I think Kounde will choose Barcelona.
Yeah.
I agree with Pi's side of that. Yeah, listen, Pi's didn't say he doesn't want to come to Chelsea. Of course he'll come to Chelsea, but now Barcelona involved, maybe is an easier choice family-wise. Doesn't really have to move country.
Yeah, that is fair. I'll give him that.
Kimpembe, I don't think PSG need or want to sell him. I don't think he wants to leave, but PSG are open to offers. If they get the right offer, they'll go to Kimpembe, and then it's up to him. I believe Tuchel. It's Tuchel's guy, right? It's Tuchel's guy. Tuchel's defender. He's at his best form under Thomas Tuchel. So I believe we'll get one of them, not both, which may be good for this fan base and their mental state. That Colwell will probably stay if we only get one of them. So I can bitch and moan for the next 6 weeks. And maybe in the long run, it might help us in other areas. But it may force us to look then for a proper right back, right wing back.
Yeah.
It may help us in other finance in other areas, another forward, maybe a midfielder that people seem to think we desperately need. I do think we need a midfielder. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if the Bowley and Tuchel thinks it's a priority at the moment. But yeah, I think it's one. It's one or the other.
Do you think we're gonna go in later in the window for a wing back? Because I'm starting to worry that we're neglecting that as well. I haven't heard any links.
No, I think we're going to be active ins and outs until the end of the transfer window. That's what I think we're going to be. I I don't know if we'll get all the players in on time. I don't think we will. That's the beauty, and that's the beauty of the transfer window. And the thing I hate about the transfer window, that it goes on after the season starts, which I hate. I like what the Americans do, where they have a deadline and they stick to that deadline. You know, it's done. But I believe. Listen, I think Alonso will go from the left, and then I think he might be satisfied for at least this season with obviously Chilwell there, Emerson, and probably Kennedy will stick around as some type of utility left back or something like that. The right side is the difference maker, because I think Aspie's going to go, and then you haven't got anyone else. Kounde, you could possibly play right back, but I don't know if we're going to get him, so I'd start looking elsewhere. I don't think he's going to keep Dujon Sterling, because he's not on tour in America. He's over here because of the same thing as Kante and Loftus-Cheek left back for. So it's fascinating, man. I do believe one of the deals will happen this week.
I hope so.
That's what I do believe.
I mean, at the rate that we've been going, it's very likely, actually.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if they plan it though. Probably by the time on Wednesday we play Charlotte or something like that, and we'll announce something the way it's going. We'll pop up. But hello, Big Ron and everyone in the chat. I hope you've subscribed if you haven't yet and liked the video at least. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think people have to get. I think people have to get over the fact that you might not. You're seeing Kimpembe may not have his best couple of years, but that's about And look what Tuchel's done with defenders. Do you know what I mean? Oh God, yeah. And this guy, yes, he's rash, hot-tempered.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
That what was said about Rudiger 18 months ago.
Exactly, 100%.
This is Tuchel's guy. This is the guy who runs through walls for Tuchel. The time he was there, he was a battler there.
Proper warrior.
PSG's a nut house anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's not a stable environment for. Saying that with Chelsea, aren't we? So I can't really say anything. Do you know what I mean? It's not super like Liverpool or City or something like that. Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I think we're more stable than PSG anyway. So people get. I think it's going to be Kimpembe. I think it's the easier deal to do overall because there's no one else in for him. It's just simply persuasion.
As far as we know, there's no one else in for them. But it is. It is more likely. I do like Kimpembe. I base a lot of my opinion on Kimpembe on his international play. Seeing him play for France under Didier Deschamps, I'm not saying Didier Deschamps is a great manager or anything, but seeing just what he does in the defense when he's with France is phenomenal. I honestly think this player is a world-class defender. That's just my opinion. Call it what you will, but. Like you said, he's worked under Tuchel already. He's familiar with Tuchel. He's familiar with what Tuchel likes and how his style of play is. And even PSG, they're not hurting. It's not like they're going to be hurting for a center back if they get rid of him. They still have Sergio Ramos, I believe, in the books.
Yeah, literally a season off.
He had a whole season to figure out he was in France and not Spain anymore. And so they have players. It's not like they're hurting to keep a defender. So I think they will part ways. I think we'll maybe make some negotiations, put some add-ons in there, and see what happens. He's definitely better than Ake. I'll say that. Definitely better than Ake, and he'll be solid. And like you said, rash and all that stuff. But Rudiger was always rash and hot-headed. So. I'm not concerned about that. If anything, we could use some of that shithousery and aggressiveness in the defense.
I'm just saying, if he plays on the left of a three, so I think he's left-footed, he's going to get more of, say, the defensive work. Because if you're playing three at the back and you've got Koulibaly and Reece James on the right, I don't know which attacking player or winger is going to want to go down our right-hand side. Just see Koulibaly and Reece James there, literally, a physical blockade, literally. So,
but even on the left side, man, Chilwell and Kimpembe.
Koulibaly can play on the left. He's played on the left in Serie A. He's 2-footed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this thing that we need a left footer on the right, on the left, sorry, doesn't always work because Rudiger wasn't left footed, and Koulibaly can play on the left. So that's what I mean. It's what Tuchel wants, probably, but likes versatile players. You know what I mean? So could be both players, like Jem said. Liz also said it could be both. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It could be none. This is really weird. It could be none, one, or both.
Let's not. No. You have all the options on the table. It's a multiple choice over here.
I don't care if two come in. That's fine. I think only one's necessarily needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of Ampadu's flexibility. You get the three seniors of Kimpembe, Koulibaly, and Thiago Silva, who we can rest a lot more this year.
Yes.
You've got like Koulibaly, and then you've got Chalobah in his second year and a Colwills, without even having to add Ampadu. So
yeah, and you know what? Even this in general, if we only sign one, it's convenient for Colwell. He can be a backup, and if he's okay with being a backup, he should be. By the way, Chalobah's a backup, and he's got plenty of playing time. Then that works out for everyone. Everyone's happy in the end.
Playing three at the back as well is even more of a chance.
Yeah. And I really think we are going to stick with three in the back. I know some of you guys are saying we're going to move to two. With the amount of defenders that we're linked
Phil
with.
Jones, big run. You can keep Phil Jones. You can keep him.
Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you guys the link. You can join us for these final two topics. Let's talk about Serge Gnabry. A little unfortunate that it didn't work out, but I think people expected it to go Bayern's way anyways. So let's talk Serge Gnabry. Official and confirmed, Serge Gnabry has extended his contract until June 2026. New deal approved, signed as announced by the player. Chelsea were interested in signing him, but Gnabry's priority has always been to sign new deal at Bayern. Are you upset about this, Andrew? Is it a little disappointing that that's another attacker gone?
I think we made tentative discussions or see what's going. I think he was always going to sign for Bayern with Lewandowski looking to leave. I think there's rumours that they're going to try and play him in a false nine or the nine position this season. So
I can see that.
I think it was always going to happen. You know, and I think we'd only have a shot if Lewandowski was staying. But you know, I was more than off when I read reports about him like not coming to. Oh, he's not going to come to Chelsea because he played for Arsenal. He played like 18 times, like I said last week. So not a joke.
Yeah, that one's a ridiculous one.
It would have been good.
This is also true, Andrew, that the Ligt just basically they're just waiting for Juve's answer, and he's going to be joining Bayern.
Overpriced. I'm glad we're not paying much. They can
I agree.
They can massage the old whatever the price is going to be, undisclosed or something like that. We know it's going to be like 90 million euros. So, you know, what's going on? People keep coming up.
Yeah, people are just disappearing and poofing away. I think
it's real.
Yeah, it is real. It is real. That's the link, boys and girls. Come in and join and have a discussion with us. But look, I'm a little.
At least
yeah, go ahead.
Dembele though. At least Gnabry's making the smart choice. Probably more money. He's at least gonna, you know, Dembele's just an idiot. You know, so.
Is it Dembele or is it his agent or both of them? Why not both of them?
And it's for me. It's not even like I'm not. This sounds sad. I'm not saying for not coming to Chelsea. Just staying at Barcelona, whether he went to PSG or somewhere else.
Or taking the wage cut he took.
Staying for a wage cut as well, and only 2 years. Well, I mean, you know, whatever we move. But what it does, with Gnabry gone, it really the market for the tackle thing is very slim pickings. I can't think of someone at the top of my head at this moment in time. That's where like a sporting director, a good one would come in handy for us to maybe go to a market we're not sure of, like a Brazilian or an Argentinian market or something like that we're not sure of, and picking out a gem. You know what I mean? So
and I mean the only option that really looks viable is, and not even viable, like that's not even the right term, but Leao, and apparently AC Milan won 100 mil for him, which in my opinion is way too overpriced. He's not the player he's gonna be. you know, he's not that person yet. He'll eventually become that player. He's just not there yet. So I don't see why they're trying to charge us like he's a world class player that he potentially can be. It's too much money for Leao. Yeah, that makes me concerned too. Like if Ziyech leaves, we're kind of short an attacker, and I don't want to keep Ziyech here against his will because I don't want another Romelu situation.
Yeah, I'm just struggling to think of. Top of my head, I can't think of.
There's not many. There's not many.
I just can't think of anyone. Top of my head.
Unless our friend here, things are happening, knows any. What's happening? Wow. Things are happening right now. Oh, it's fucking. All right, Hassan, what's going on, bro? What are you saying, dog?
Hey, yo, things are happening at Chelsea, man.
They are. Things are happening at Chelsea. What are you saying about Gnabry? What are you saying about anything, man?
With the whole Gnabry situation, I just think that's just PR. I just think the agent talks for him to get a new deal and stuff. A lot of the stuff nowadays are just PR. Same with the whole Lewandowski.
Wait, so you don't think he extended? Because he did.
No. I do think he's extended.
Oh, okay.
The Gnabry situation.
Okay.
No, I was saying the Gnabry situation's all PR. Like they used our name for a better deal. And the same, I think, same with the Lewandowski and PSG. I think the PSG and us being linked in was so that basically Barcelona do put a 50 million euro, whether they can afford it or not. That's a different story. And I was quickly talking on the right. You ever spend too much money that you just look at your bank account? That's literally what Barcelona are doing. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that situation.
Maybe once or twice. Yeah.
That's what Barcelona are doing right now. They're spending the money. They're not even going to look at the bank account later. They find out the long way. But anyway,
I can definitely see that.
Back to our situation, right? And without transfer news, I'm just glad for Koulibaly. And if Levi Colwill, I think the Colwill situation is probably agent talk. I feel like the story's been exaggerated and recycled to the point where, come on, man, we've heard it for the last 3 weeks now. It's just been reworded like differently, and like it's just like any other youth player. They just want clarity on the future, and you can understand it from his point of view. He's seen Lamptey ball out at a lower team. He's seen Livramento ball out a different team. He might follow their path, or he might stay here and fight like Chalobah. So we just don't know. And I think Broha, I mean, come on, bro. If our attack is scoring 5 goals a year, he should be able to break in with these. No disrespect to our attack, but they just, I don't know. I think it's just crap.
Well, you know, you brought that up, and that makes me want to transition to the next topic, which is Tuchel's attack plans. So let me just read out a few tweets real quick. And that was a very smooth transition. I gotta give myself some credit for that one. But anyways, we got some tweets here from Fabrizio. Chelsea manager Tuchel on Armando Broja. He's our player, first of all, and as of now, we have no interest in selling him. He's here to make an impression. And he's saying that in response to the rumors that basically West Ham has submitted a 35 million euro bid for him. On top of that, other related news to us, Thomas Tuchel wants different kind of players and project. This is why he decided against Cristiano Ronaldo, which, if those of you who do not know already, Ronaldo's not coming to Chelsea. And Ronaldo's not going to, what's the other club he's linked with? PSG? He's not going to PSG either.
Yeah, he's been rejected by everyone.
Bayern, thank you, Bayern. He got rejected by Bayern as well. And that leads me to believe that we're going to be seeing CR7 on Thursdays now. So yes. Thomas Tuchel wants different kind of player and project. This is why he decided against Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano has turned down a formal lucrative proposal from the Saudis and an approach from the MLS club. Ten Hag waiting on him. And Tuchel earlier this week, before the deal was finally finalized on Lewandowski deal, he said, "I don't think we have a chance to sign Lewa." He was right about that. But if there is, he is one of the best number 9s. I think right now there's not he's not the first priority to get. I can't read, guys. Sorry. I think right now it's not the first priority to get another big striker in. And then later, I think yesterday it was, we got this news. Yeah. Lewandowski signs for Barcelona. Salary around 9 million euros net per season. First call with Xavi end of February. So this is going on since February. Wow. Bayern receive a 45 million euro plus 5 million in add-ons. Robert's contract to be signed on Sunday, and Pini Savahi Laporta relationship key for this deal. Official done deal. Yeah. So the market is looking pretty scarce. I'm not gonna lie. Let me get rid of this. Market is looking. What happened?
I thought there were 2 new signings there that you brought up.
I wish. They're logical, grounded signings. But no, with all these attacks that, unfortunately, all the attackers are unfortunately not working out for us. It's looking like slim pickings, guys. It's kind of annoying, but I don't know. We're talking about Broja, and it's seeming more and more that Broja is going to be staying. Shout out to Flawless for showing up. Welcome, brother. Appreciate you. Do watch you from time to time. Watching you do your fucking what's that called in FIFA when you play with other players? Pro clubs.
Oh, pro clubs.
Go watch his pro club streams. Late night pro club streams, man. They're funny. But Nick, I don't know if you're still there, man. Let me know what you think about this attack situation, brother.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Nick.
We can hear you loud and clear, my friend.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, good evening, chaps.
Hello.
Hello, is that Hassan?
Yeah, Hassan too.
Yeah, that's me as well. Yeah.
And, yeah, anyway, look, yeah, I think to come in and show, go for it. He has all he's got in front of him is Werner, Havertz, Pulisic. So, just go for it. And, he's only out and out number 9. No one else is a traditional number 9. I know it's not in fashion these days, the way Tuchel plays, but someone like Broja, a proper centre forward, we stop this. I don't know why, but these days I think you're too much. All these new tactics and system and all this crap. Honestly, yeah. And I think Broja has to come in now. Another attacker. Lewandowski was the man, but he's chose to go, so we can't get him. And I'm glad we got the good. I want this player. He's the only replacement for Rudiger. No one else. Now we got Koulibaly. Even Sterling in the beginning, Andrew knows I want him, but he's just grown on me. I don't know, because he's shut now, and I like the way he's talking. And he's from London. He grew up in London, not far from Chelsea, actually. Forward to Sterling getting a lot of goals and creating a lot of goals. I want him in the beginning, but I want him to prove me wrong. I'll be back in. I'll be the first home game against Tottenham, and I'll be there to shout for him. But yeah, the other thing is we're not going to buy too many players. We got two more than the most this summer window. I know it's a long way to go. The thing is, it was the defense. The main priority was the defense. We have Koulibaly, we have Rich James, and now we need another left wing back there. But I'm not sure I'm going to go with, like you said before, it will suit with Emerson and Kennedy. Kennedy didn't have a bad game yesterday for me. It was all okay. Nearly scored goals, actually. But
Actually, yeah, that's right. You just reminded me. Kennedy almost scored a ZSS goal.
Yeah, great. I like Kennedy. Always have, but he hasn't been, he has to get more chances. And Gallagher for me was Gallagher. And I wake up makes a man because Gallagher is after you. Because if you don't step up, this man will take you. I'm telling you.
He's not wrong.
It makes a brilliant goal though, more often, and he has to hit the next. If he doesn't hit the next level, it could be time for him to. I don't know. He has to hit the next level, otherwise he would. Gallagher is going to prove to us that he's a great player. I can't wait to see him. I hope he plays in the first game actually against that. I don't want to say his name, Frank Lampard. I don't have any respect. Not one drop of respect for him. He's a Judas. Not only Judas, he's a great player. I love him as a player, but he's just gone off my menu. I'd rather have a burnt toast than watch Lampard. Yeah.
Andrew there shaking his head.
Yeah, that's coming from a bit, but I think what's interesting is the attacking thing is going to be interesting. If we don't get, we'll suffer a bit less than what we suffered last season, even with addition of Sterling. Give me sport. Their reporter Dean Jones is on the terrace. So there's there might be more about us linking us to Anthony, whether you rate him or not. Deep from Ajax. So I just it's very slim at the moment with the options for attacking.
I
there's no one outstanding at the moment.
I have a feeling we're gonna force Ziyech to stay. I really do, and it's not gonna be good. I think. No, we're not bringing back Temi. Get the hell out of here, bro. But I think we're going to have a little bit of an issue with Ziyech next season. I think he's going to stay as a result of there being no attackers really coming in. Or maybe he does go and Sterling ends up playing on the right, even though I imagined him playing on the left this season. It's looking deep, boys. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's not. I do want Broja to stay now more than ever. Think he has an opportunity. We talked about this. He has an opportunity now to take that position. We've seen Havertz's finishing. You take that and there. Now you show that you can finish and you can get into these dangerous positions. You can make these runs that Havertz does. You're about the same age. Why not?
Unless Marshall, unless they only do one of Kimpembe, and then if there is a budget, like they keep saying there's a high end of £250 million to spend, they think of Kounde, one of the Kounde Kimpembe, looking at anywhere from 120, 130 million. There's a with let's go splash on a major signing, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They could do something like that, and then start seeing the outgoings, add up the outgoings, and make one more signing or a right wing. But I just don't know.
And there is an issue of restream. Yeah,
sometimes.
I'm starting to notice these things, boys and girls. So who knows? We might end up going back to StreamYard if this doesn't shape out. That'll be something I'll look into in the future. But as for the other youth players that we were talking about earlier, I did a poll for you guys, and 40 of you guys voted. And of all the players that played, Gallagher was the one that people decided was most impressive. And I don't disagree with Nick. if Mount doesn't end up really, give me the Mason Mount output of last season plus a few goals, a few more, and the performance that he had the season before that. Put them together, and that's what I'm looking for from Mason Mount for this season. But
You say you want him to put an elite performance. That's what it is.
An elite performance is give me fucking 20 goals and 20 assists.
No, but
give me like Kevin De Bruyne.
That's what you're kind of asking.
No, I'm not.
2 years ago, he did have the performance.
Problem is
that's what I mean. But he didn't have the performance last season.
Yeah, the
he had
problem
the output.
Mount. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Say, Mason Mount has, for me, if he wants to be a super well player, he has to. He wasn't our best player of the. He won player of the season for all the season and everything else last year, but he wasn't the best player. We had 3 of them in front of him. We had Silva, you know yourself, Silva, Rudy, and Rhys James. All 3 were much better than him. To us now that he has to he has to improve a lot. Gallagher is going to take over, like I said. They're in the same position. Yeah, but I know that maybe they can play together. Yeah, but I'm just saying he has to do it this season. Otherwise, he's gonna be young. I'm not saying he's old, but he has to improve a lot. Yeah, go.
I just think I want to save everyone a lot of time, a lot of save their mental anguish, and just whether you like it or not, Mason Mount will, don't know where, but he will start a lot of the games. I think it's obvious that Tuchel obviously likes playing him. Okay, Gallagher's there. That's a great option. I don't know if even if he sees Gallagher and Mount in the same position. I don't know if he does. I just think it saves a lot of people a lot of time. Performance is no problem. Every player, you have the right to criticise every player. But I just if everyone's fit, he is one of the first on the team sheet.
I mean, they're not wrong either. He is Tuchel's favorite player. Him and Mount get along very well.
The problem with Tuchel, yes, this favoritism with players. That's one bad thing, and he's very stubborn. Like last year when he waited for us to lose against Real Madrid, he still wouldn't drop him. He's a great manager, but he has his faults. And if he doesn't get him, let's see what happens with it.
I mean, Nick, can you blame someone like Tuchel when other than Mount, who has double digits goal and assist in terms of output, the rest of them had like 5 to maybe 8 goals? I think the only 3 players that had double digit goals were Lukaku, Havertz, Mount and Werner.
Yeah, but attackers are supposed to. I don't like Lukaku. He wasn't there for me. In the end, he was. Even if he was on the pitch, but Mount, I know he had. He got 11 goals? I think.
I thought it was 10, but
11, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but like. This is what I mean, though. Like, what I'm asking him now, and I'm not asking him to score 20 goals. I'm just saying, like, I'm asking Mount, like, improve on that. Maybe get 13 goals, maybe 12 assists, something like that. A minor improvement. But even the assists, have more of those assists be from open play, not have them be from corners. Like, have most of those goals be spread out throughout the season. Don't have them just be from Norwich and... what's the other team that he scored a lot on? I don't even remember. Southampton. Like, this is what I mean, Hassan. You know, that's why I'm saying he needs to improve in the performances and the
he has to
output.
improve a lot for me. I know Tuchel fancies him, but that's his, and I don't like that from Tuchel. We also have Jose Mourinho. We were making 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
But ladies and gentlemen, I've enjoyed this discussion. Thank you guys for being here. For those of you that enjoyed, I do have to head out. It's my dad's birthday, and they're waiting for me. So I'm gonna go have some cake and enjoy it. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending. Nick, Hassan, thank you for being here. Nick, you're a mod now, like you asked. You can thank Andrew for that one. He did it for me.
Thank you.
And Nick, don't ban
Look,
Liverpool fans just because they're Liverpool fans, man. I'm just saying, be nice as a mod.
It's a blue spanner with my name. That's why I want to be a mod.
There you go.
Nothing else.
Oh my goodness. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Smash the like button if you haven't smashed it already. Leave a comment down below. Let us know
safe
your
in the
thoughts on
heat.
everything we've talked about. Stay safe in the heat. Drink your water, drink your minerals, drink your mineral water, all that stuff. And we'll see you again on Wednesday to talk about I guess preview the game, right? And then maybe we'll see you on the Discord to join us and watch the game with us. So check out the links in the description. Don't miss out on any of that stuff. Hit that bell notification, and we'll catch you again on